grandmother, my next door neighbor, and my friend. My favorite memories of Nanay include attending Simbang Gabi every year in this church together at 5 a.m. Sometimes it was just the two of us. The rest of our family wouldn't wake up, but we made a point to try to make it every day. Whenever we went out to a diner, Nanay always spent our waiting time eating the little jelly packets, just taking, sometimes even the butter packets and just eating them. As our next door neighbor of me and my sister, Nanay and Tatay would always be blasting TFC soap operas in their room. The best part of my relationship with Nanay was that she had such a great sense of humor. She always sat next to me at the dinner table, and we would smirk across at each other whenever my mom said something funny. One of my favorite memories of that is when my mom came into my room to show me a new Louis Vuitton wallet. And then Nanay leaned over and whispered to me, she has no money to fill that wallet with now. Nanay was also a very talented seamstress. I attended 2 Santa Cruzans in this church as well, with dresses that she sewed. She also sewed my junior prom dress, and she sewed almost all of the pajamas that I wear now, which match our beddings as well as the curtains. Nanay was advanced in age, but she was hardly slow. Laundry was washed and folded before the basket was full, and dishes were cleared before everybody was done eating. I would drink half a cup of water, set it down to blow my nose, and come back to find it washed and in the drying rack. In church and at our prayers at home, she'd be finished reciting the Our Father before the rest of us said, "And lead us not into temptation." She wasn't camera shy at all and posed for every photo in dazzling dresses, jewelry, hats, bags, and shoes. Nanay and I exchanged many tearful goodbyes over the years. Every time we were at an airport, she was convinced it would be our last meeting. I used to laugh at her tears because I had no doubt in my mind I would see her again. But this year felt different. I was away in Chicago, but was able to still come home. And I held on to her a little tighter every time I left her bedside. In the end, I had the privilege of growing up with Nanay for almost 27 years. More than anything, I'm grateful to Nanay for constantly reassuring me that I'm good enough. I could tell her anything without fear of judgment, and she would just hold me and tell me everything would be okay. Nanay, I will miss you so much, and even now, I know I'll see you again. You've touched so many lives, and if I'm ever blessed to be a grandmother, I hope to be at least half as brilliant as you. I'll also be reading my mom Rhoda's eulogy. Okay. Nanay's full name was Marina Baswil. She was the 6th of 9 siblings in a tobacco and rice farming family. They were a traditional Ilocano family where sons go to college while the daughters help with chores. Nanay's mom passed away when Nanay was 17 years old. She always feels sad when she thinks about her mom, how she's unfortunate to have lived without one during her teenage years. When her two older brothers left for the Philippine Navy, Nanay became the helper on their farm, from tilling the soil, spreading seeds, to harvesting and selling crops. On off seasons or downtime, she also did make some salt by the ocean. It was another type of family business. Nanay loved to learn. She wanted to learn how to sew, so she used to undo the stitches of her dress, like detaching the sleeves or unstitching the edge, then try to put them back together. She eventually had a certificate in dressmaking and tailoring. She also had crocheting as a source of income. She paid however much of the cost of the thread that she used up. She made curtains, bedspreads, pillowcase edges, and doilies. She also cut and permed hair. She was very resourceful, hardworking, and independent. Nanay and Tatay met when they were